Although the topic crust doesn't going to find itself mentioned anywhere in the syllabus of civil services, still it's a primary topic, it's a fundamental topic, it's a basic topic, and it's a topic that goes on to form the prerequisite for the study and understanding of all the subsequent topics that happens to be associated with both endogenetic factors as well as exogenetic factors. The whole of the earth is composed of three layers, the crust, mantle and the core. And it's pertinent to take a look at the diagram of the earth. That is the three layers of which the earth is going to be composed of. Our concern is essentially with respect to the crust, that is the topmost layer. The crust is divided into upper granitic layer underlain by a basaltic layer separated by a conrod discontinuity. And this is something that has been already studied as part of interior of the earth. And this topic can be studied well only when the students know something about rocks, something about the geological age, and something about the interior of the earth. These are the three topics that form the base for the understanding and comprehension of this topic on crust. So, the crust is the upper portion of the chemical composition of the earth. This crust is divided into two layers. One is the upper continental granitic layer, and the lower is the lower oceanic basaltic layer, both of whom are going to be separated by a discontinuity that is going to be called by the name of conrod discontinuity. The nature of the upper continental granitic crust is very, very different from that of the lower oceanic basaltic crust. The geological structure of the continental crust reveals a lot of complexities. As you go on to observe the diagram, you will be able to find it. You are going to see it from the diagram. The upper portion goes on to be consisting of some amount of sediments. There will be some type of landforms also exhibited on the topmost of the surface. And the topmost layer goes on to be what we're going to be calling it as a granitic layer. It is made largely of granodiorite. Below that goes on to lie another of this layer that is going to be called as anderbite. And that goes on to the lower portion of anderbite goes on to form the boundary between the crust as well as the lower layer that is going to be called by the name of basaltic layer, oceanic layer. So granodiorite and anderbite, both of them go on to form what we are going to call it as upper continental granitic crust, below which lies the conrod discontinuity, below which goes on to be the basaltic layer, and it is, we are going to say basaltic means that it is predominantly basaltic, which is made of some amount of amphibolite, some amount of gabbros and some amount of eclogite. That goes on to be the basaltic layer. So upper continental granitic crust is underlain by a basaltic layer separated by a conrod discontinuity. The crust overall, combining of granitic layer and the basaltic layer, is going to be separated from the mantle by the Mohorovičić discontinuity.